All right, guys. So I feel like my take on NHL 22 has been pretty clear. I'm not a huge fan of the State of Hockey Ultimate Team. I voiced my opinion on Twitter and on streams and in YouTube videos. And now playing the game every single day, obviously, is quite a bit. And eventually you're going to get burnt out. So when that happens, you need to get creative. You need to find new ways to make the game exciting. Well, fellas, we created Hot Wheels on stream today, and this is my new thing. So if you guys have been watching my No Money Spent team over the last few weeks, I've been, playing on Xbox and slowly working up and building my team. No money spent. I also have my God Squad on PlayStation, but my Xbox team was basically no money spent, and that's what I intended, from the start of the game. I'm not gonna lie, though. That's pretty boring, because at the end of the day, what is the goal? Like, is it to get to Division 1? Is it to win 10 games in Hut Champs? Like, I don't know what the point of playing or grinding out Hut is, because, getting the good top-end cards just isn't really viable unless you play about 20 hours a week on the game, and I can't really devote all of that much time to no money spent. So, I thought I would make it a little bit more difficult and make a game out of it. So this is going to be very convoluted and kind of confusing, but I'm going to try and explain exactly how Hot Wheels is going to work, so bear with me. Essentially, what we're going to do is we are going to start with a full bronze team. Goaltender, defenseman, forwards, everything, except for 2 X Factors, and 1 on defense and 1 on forward. Now, my No Money Spent team did have 4 X Factors, so we're going to go with Austin Matthews, and we're going to go with Adam Fox as my 2 X Factors. They are being reverted down to their lowest form, so a 77 Austin Matthews and 74 overall Adam Fox. Now, how does this work? What's the point? Every single time that we get a win with this full bronze team, we are going to spin the wheel, and the wheel is going to have many options. It's going to be do a silver reroll, primetime player, team of the week player, past event player, as well as upgrade X Factors, and a very slim chance to add a whole new X Factor to the team. Again, there are some other restrictions as well. I'm all the way down to Division 7 to try and give myself a chance at this because it's just very difficult with a full bronze team. But until I get into Division 5, all of the cards I replace it with cannot be more than 80 overall. So if I land on Team of the Week, I can only select an 80 and below Team of the Week player to add to my team. And chat that I play with on stream, they're the ones that kind of help me decide. Now, what happens when I lose? Well, when I lose 2 games in a row, I gotta spin the negative wheel. I gotta make it even harder on myself, and there's gonna be a couple things that are on the wheel that will pertain to the next game that I play in Rivals. So if I lose 2 in a row, I've got to spin the wheel, and some of the options are start the game out 5-on-3, where I take 2 penalties, start the game out by scoring on myself and being down 1-0, going down screen for a period, as well as playing on True Broadcast and some others as well. We'll save that for later in the video. So guys, I hope you enjoy this. Again, it is kind of confusing early on, but I hope you guys get it once I show you exactly on screen, and let me know what you think in the comments section down below. I am just not having a ton of fun in Hockey Ultimate Team. I think the mode is extremely dry, and this is my take on how to spice things up. And if you guys want to partake in it, I'll have all the rules and everything there on the video as well. All right, guys, let's get into episode 1 of Hot Wheels. All right, guys, so feast your eyes on our Hot Wheels starting squad. We've got the base X Factor Austin Matthews. He is going to be the leader of this team. We've got Mark Duarte, Thomas Johnston, Kalora, Walker, Bertholet, who have now just deemed Bartholomew. We've got Bellchamber, Del Belbaluz, Grafithin, McNeil, Cormier, and Bourget. On defense, we've got Adam Fox, who is going to be our defensive X Factor, Cameron Morton, Curtis Smythe, Corey King, Cole Jordan, and Sebastian Zahner. And then in nets, we've got Benjamin Goudreau and William Rousseau. So as you can see, the team is not in good shape, and we will have to win some games to hopefully get some upgrades. So why don't we just start out by getting into a game with this squad? All right, here we go. Game number 1 of Hot Wheels. Let's see if these guys can hang, if we can get our first wheel spin of the series. Austin Matthews on the draw. He is going to be leaned on heavily in this series as one of our only good players, and even then, he's only a 77 overall. We'll jump ahead early in the first. Matthews down low, back to the points to Adam Fox, who lets it go, and it's tipped on, and Mark Duarte, nicknamed Dierte, gets us on the board. He's got his first goal and a 61 overall bronze. Tips it home for our first goal of the series, and this dude is stunned. Now ahead to the second period, and we're starting to see some of the downfalls of our team as McDavid, the X Factor, flies in, goes behind the net, and I don't play it well right out in front. He's able to just wrap that in easily, way too easy, and now things are tied up in the second. Moving into the third, late in the game, he enters the zone. Duarte's got it, but he turns it over. We lose it behind the net. Walks out Stamkos again, that forehand far side, and now we're down one late in the third period. We're going to need a pretty epic comeback to stay into this one as the team of the week, Stamkos, gives him the late lead. And in the final 10 seconds, he weaves into the zone, dumps it in deep, and we're not going to be able to tie things up here. And we are going to lose our first game, meaning one more, and we are going to have to spin the negative wheel. We'll take a look at his team. He's got the X Factor 92, Matt McDavid. He's got the Halloween Quinn Hughes, Brendan Shanahan, Patrick Kane, Victor Hedman, Claude Giroux, Mark Stone, Tyson Barrie, Nick Leddy randomly. He's got Nathan McKinnon, Leon Draisaitl, Matthew Barzal, David Pasternak, Austin Matthews, the 91, Nick Suzuki, Neil Pionk, Cale Makar, and then in net, he's got the Marc-Andre Fleury. Now, we only had 5 shots on goal, which was obviously difficult, but I'm not upset with the stats in this game, to be honest with you. We almost had the same time on attack, but we'll have to see if we can do better in game number 2. All right, guys, second attempt. We're looking for our first win, playing Regis with the Hot Wheels squad. If we lose, we take a negative wheel spin. If we win, well, we're on the board, and we're trying to upgrade the team. Late in the first, we've got an offensive zone draw, ties up, and an absolute missile from Dominic Gryffindor in the slot. And we have got the lead early on in the game. Things are looking up. But late in the first, now 7 minutes to go, as we've got Wheeler across the line for Regis, and we trip him, take a penalty, and now we've got to go on the penalty kill, which is never good when you've got 470 or 60 overall players. And on the penalty kill, backdoor Nick Suzuki. And I don't know where my guys were going, but Nick Suzuki's going to tap that one in with ease. And we're all tied up at ones. Now, into the second period. Down low, bumped off the puck. Belbaluz is going to get it. And here's Mark Dierte around on the wrap, and he scores on the backhand. He is on fire early. Mark Dierte with his second goal for the team. In the second, moments later, a shot, rebound, and Bellchamber's going to tap it in. And we have got a rage quit, which means we've got our first win of the series. Taking a look at my man's team, he's got Austin Matthews, Nick Suzuki, the Master Yager, Nick Lidstrom, Marcus Naslund. He's got Victor Hedman, Wheeler, as well as Jonathan Huberdeau's X Factor, Braden Point, Seth Jones Master, Leon Draisaitl 90 overall, Connor McDavid, Barzal, Rasmus Anderson. This thing is absolutely stacked. And the More Insider fantasy card just for good measure with Grubauer and net, but here we are. All right, fellas, the first wheel spin of the series, okay? So to break it down, we're capped at 80 overalls until we hit Division 5. So if we land on primetime, if we land on primetime events, gold reroll, silver reroll, team of the week, we can't have anything better than an 80 overall. All right? Can't have anything better than an 80 overall until we're in Division 5, okay? So let's see. What are we getting? If we land on gold reroll or silver reroll, we take the highest one. Okay, we take the highest one. He can go on the team. Here we go. Getting the first spin of the series, and we are adding a prime time. Okay, let's go shopping, chat. Let's add a dope prime time to the team and see who we can get on the squad. All right, we have a few options here, boys. We've got Vlad Nemesnikov, Stolar. Won't be a goaltender. Peyton Krebs. We could go AJ Greer. Lucas Raymond. We could go Bowen Byram. All right, Bowen Byram, welcome to the squadron. And he's got Light the Lamp activated. Let's go, dude. Big win here. Our first win, and we get Bowen Byram. That's a huge upgrade. So we've got our first W. We add Bowen Byram to the team. But something else that I want to talk about, guys, in terms of upgrading and how the series is going to work. Every time a forward or a defenseman either scores 5 goals or gets 10 points, I'm going to upgrade that bronze card to a silver Ice Dogs player. I figure that way, individually, even if I lose a game, it gives me motivation to stay in and try and score with some of these bronze cards so that I can upgrade then. And then once I've got a full silver team, I'll do the same thing, only upgrade to gold and so forth. So let me know what you think in the comments section down below. And I hope you guys enjoyed the series and episode 1 of Hot Wheels.